All right, what's going on? My name is Clifford Bonnet, and these are my notes. February 1st, first day of Black History Month. A lot of news out there. A lot of people are concerned. A lot of people have issues with what's going on, especially with Tom Brady. But that's not what I want to talk about today. With it being Black History Month, I was planning on releasing this pretty cool video, but I figured, you know what? I don't think it makes sense for me to do that because we just received some troubling news. Troubling to me, some people might not see it as a big deal, but I would like to let you guys know how it affects me as a black man. So Brian Flores, which we've held really high regards here on the Boston Power Hour show, to be a good coach and that he was going to land on his feet and find a good job somewhere. We were thinking Chicago, but that didn't pan out. Spike King the other day, yesterday to be exact, was saying it's kind of weird how Brian Flores hasn't landed a job yet. Maybe like 10 hours later, we find out that Brian Flores is now suing the NFL and the New York Giants because of the Rooney Rule, or the baloney rule, I like to call it. For those that are not familiar with the Rooney Rule, I don't have the technical terms, but basically what it's saying is that all 32 NFL teams must, in their hiring process or interviewing process, interview minorities, or it might say black people. I'm not sure. I'm going to just say minorities just to make sure that it accounts for everyone. So it seems that our coach, Bill Belichick, unfortunately texts to a Brian Dable instead of a text to Brian Flores saying, hey, congratulations, heard you got the job, well wishes, yada, yada, yada. I don't know the exact verbiage on the text, but that's pretty much what it said. Strangely enough, that said text was sent out 3 days prior to Brian Flores even having an interview. Very strange. Oh, they hired someone else. Brian Dable, not Brian Flores. Brian Dable is not black. So what Brian Flores is doing is he's suing the NFL and the New York Giants because of this. Now, this is what really, really sucks outside of the obvious. And if you don't know, let me just tell you. The obvious is that in 2022, a celebrated coach, or a coach that in my mind should be celebrated, has to deal with that. It's unfortunate, but it is our reality. I say our reality because I, as a black man, still have problems and deal with some stuff that maybe, say, Spike King doesn't have to deal with. I get it. I hope that we get better. But let's talk about this. Now, and when I say we, I meant the world. But let's talk about this. Brian Flores was interviewing 2019, from what I read or heard, or both, with the Denver Broncos. Broncos GM, John Elway. It's a little late. Had a few beers. Had a little liquor in the breath. I get it. Maybe it was a late lunch, but he was an hour late. Not too professional, but I'm sure Brian Flores was like, I need a job. I want this job because I believe and I deserve this position. So I'm going to put my best foot forward for this. We all know sometimes things are just done to just put like a little check mark. So a lot of people are like, no, they wouldn't just interview him just to interview him. Guess what? Per the rule, you do have to interview minorities to give us opportunities for jobs. Let's say, for example, you didn't really want to hire a minority. Guess what you do? You just interview the person and say, thank you for trying, or we'll get back to you and we'll let you know, and you hire someone else. Anyway, at the end of the day, what really sucks is that more than likely he will probably be blackballed, and that sucks. Why? Because he deserves to coach. I don't think he deserved to be fired in Miami. I think he did much better than, I don't know how many previous Miami coaches were there. But now this black man that has to deal with this, and what's very strange, this bombshell had to hit on the first day of Black History Month.